Responding to comments today, and here's what you say. You're telling me about all of the chickens that you ate. And I get it. I wasn't always vegan. Before that, I was vegetarian. But before that, like you, I used to eat animals. I remember even specifically before becoming vegetarian, when my kids were teenagers, and it's hard to even think about it now, but we ordered chicken wings. We ordered a big bucket of them, 60 of them. And that was one of my clicks. It takes 100 clicks to become vegan. And that was one of those moments where I looked down and saw my kids eating them with honey sauce and barbecue sauce all over their lips and faces. And then I looked down and it just occurred to me that this was 30 innocent birds that I paid somebody to kill just for a 10-minute meal. Innocent animals who never did a single thing wrong to me ever. I paid somebody to kill them for my children when we could have had anything else to eat. What was I teaching my kids? I was teaching them that we can bully those who are not as strong as us. I was teaching them that murder is okay. How horrible. And I live with that now. And that's why I'm on social media, because I want to try really hard to undo that damage. Like all kids, and like all of you and even me, we were all born vegan. We never wanted to hurt animals. We didn't. I wouldn't be able to take a knife to a chicken's throat. I know none of my kids would have either. And I should have just Googled recipes. I should have found other things to eat, but I didn't know at the time. And I became vegetarian and then later vegan. And I suggest that you become vegan too, to avoid the suffering.
Happy vegan, happy vegan, happy vegan Declaration Day.
Responding to comments today, and you're asking about the Fizz family. Well, to be honest, I don't watch them on a regular basis, but when I have seen them, they seem rather wholesome. I'm happy that they're all vegan, and I have heard them talking about vegan foods quite often, and I did a review of their channel at one time, and I said that people should watch them. So I'm just gonna turn my camera on and just have a look and see what they're up to, and see if I still like them. All right? Well, they still look like they are the same happy, enthusiastic family. The kids are all getting a little bit older, as I can see. Well, I think overall they're good. I wish they would talk a little bit more about the animals and not so much about products that they use. But in general, yeah, go and watch them.
I'll remember this day, I'll remember this moment. Today's the first day of the rest of my vegan life. I'll remember this feeling, I'll remember this love. Today's the first day of the rest of my vegan life. From this day forward I will always be proud to be vegan, and I will declare it out loud. I'm here to save you, I'm here to save you. Little lambs, chickens, turkeys, fish, pigs and cows too. I'm here because that vegan teacher helped me to see beyond my yourself deep into the eyes and heart of someone else.
Responding to comments today, and here's what you say. You're asking me what I think about Sniper Wolf. So there might be some people who don't know who Sniper Wolf is. She's a young woman who presently lives in the United States, and she has a YouTube channel with, I'm not sure how many millions of followers. The last time I checked, it was, I think, over 30 million. And so she makes lots and lots of money by talking about things that are not really that important. She just kind of watches videos and comments about them. And I'm here on social media to try really hard to save the animals, to let people know about the suffering that they're going through. And I've asked Sniper Wolf to help me with that. I said to her, would you mind letting people know, letting your audience of 30 million know where the animals come from before they are murdered at McDonald's and places like that? Could you just help me to spread the word of these important documentaries? Can you tell your audience, please, to watch Dominion, for example? Can you help me to tell your audience to watch Earthlings? And her response was to make fun of me. Now, this is always, or normally, a reaction for people who feel guilty eating animals, or they just think that defending animals is kind of a big joke. But the reality is that Sniper Wolf, like everyone, was born vegan. Deep inside her is a little girl who wants to protect animals. She doesn't really want to hurt them. But unfortunately now, in her mid-30s, she is somebody who encourages people to hurt them. She buys things from McDonald's and jokes about it, and she buys McFlurries, and she makes sure to mention me. She mentions me often and says, oh, that vegan teacher wouldn't like this, and things like that. And so I know that I am in her mind. I know that she thinks about me a lot. And I know that she deep down feels guilty for hurting the animals. So you guys, as great people watching this, could really help her out. You could say, you know what? Why don't you help that vegan teacher? In her comment section, you could say, please tell your audience to watch Dominion. Please tell your audience to watch Earthlings. Please tell your audience to watch Cowspiracy and Seaspiracy. Please tell your audience to Google vegan athletes and to try to be as vegan as possible. All of you guys watching this could help to encourage Sniper Wolf to be the person that she once was, a little girl who never wanted to hurt animals. It's so hard to understand how somebody can turn around and defend animal abuse when it's so easy to be a good person and help animal defenders. So let's hope that one day Sniper Wolf will be vegan. That would be great.
Vegan. This is an animal who didn't want to die. This is vegan food, you should give it a try. This was someone's baby that should make you cry. This is vegan food, it should make you smile. It's something you should buy. Check the label, check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, it's okay. Check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, the animals will say, hooray!
Responding to comments today, and here's what you say. You're asking about walnuts. Well, my granddaughter unfortunately is allergic to walnuts, but I love them. And if you ever want to know about the nutrition facts of different foods that are vegan, I suggest you go to a site, and I'm just looking at it now. It's called nutritionfacts.org. And over there, they do studies on foods that are not sponsored by any meat industries or any other industries. So they're just scientific articles. And it says here that major studies have shown that people who eat nuts appear to suffer fewer deaths from cancer, heart disease, and respiratory disease. And our lifespan may be increased by an extra 2 years by eating nuts regularly. One handful, or about a quarter a cup, 5 or more days a week.
Go to howdoigovegan.com, sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com, sing it again. Howdoigovegan.com, sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com.
Hi there. I'm responding to comments today, and here's what you say. You're asking me a question. Why should you be vegan? Well, it's very easy. Because it's the right thing to do. You should be vegan because you have a choice. You can either be on the right side of history or the wrong side of history. Because we are moving forward as a society. And in the future, how do you want to be remembered? As somebody who was cruel to animals when you knew what was going on? Or as somebody who tried really hard to do the right thing, to change the world, to end the suffering of so many billions of innocent animals who are trapped in holocaust-like conditions right now, from the moment that they are born until the moment that they die. You should be vegan because you were born that way. You never wanted to hurt them, and you can easily return. Responding to comments today, and here's what you say. I guess this is from the video where you saw me eating the chia seeds and the flax seeds, and you're wondering what was the milk inside there. Well, of course, vegans don't drink cow's milk because we don't believe in exploiting animals. We don't believe in stealing babies from their mothers and then stealing their milk. We think it's wrong. If you would like to know about the dairy industry, please go ahead and Google "dairy is scary." It's only 5 minutes long. Dairy is scary. But what vegans do consume are different kinds of plant milks, like oat milk or soy milk. There are also other milks like cashew milk and hazelnut milk and macadamia milk. And there is even milk made out of peas. I know, it sounds crazy, right? But a lot of these milks are actually quite good. And the main thing is that they don't hurt the animals, and they're better for the environment too.
In the grocery store, you can decide not to buy cow's milk anymore. In the grocery store, you can sing this song, and you can decide to be vegan from now on. Check the label, check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, it's okay. Check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, the animals will say, hooray! I'm always in the mood to save animals and eat delicious vegan food. I'm always in the mood to save animals and eat delicious vegan food. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's help her save every chicken, pig, and cow. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's put our empathy into action. Miss Katie will show